Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today I am actually meeting up with a couple subscribers and we're gonna do a ride. Supposedly it's pretty scenic, nothing too technical. I'm gonna bring you guys along with. I'm headed over to their camp right now and we will see if they're even up yet. They said they got up early. It was about 6:45 right now. So we will see. I'm sure I'm gonna make a few people upset, but thankfully the bike's quiet at least. Man, it's gonna be a beautiful day. So that right there is actually the spot that we got kicked out of. What's happening? Met up with Damien and sailboater Mike. But sailboater Mike is a die-hard Adventure Daily supporter. He said he's watched every single video on the channel. And guys, there is a lot. If you haven't checked the catalog, be sure to check it out. I've done a lot of random ass things over the years. Started as a skateboarding channel to Groms to freaking woodworking. I did like a whole barn rebuild series when I was building my shop, and then eventually transitioned into dirt bikes and dual sporting, just general outdoors content. And here we are. We just so happened to be camped like 2 sites away, and now we're on a ride. That is one great benefit to the internet. There's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons, but the community aspect is something that I will always appreciate, and I've met some awesome people along this journey. Oh, that was a little pucker factor right there. I am keeping up with a KTM 500 on the old CRF250F. We'll have to see it. Man, what a nice neighborhood would this be to live in. Oof, that house is sick. Trails right out of your back door for endless miles. Pretty damn cool. Just the smell of the ponderosas, the sun shining through. A-frame. Oh my god, there's a water crossing. Dude, it's been so long since I've done that. This is the most green that I've seen. But we're on a Jeep trail right now that takes us to an overlook over Sedona. Just in this lush forest on this cliffside. This is wild. I just can't express that enough, how much I love that about this state. There's just a diversity that you get with the changes of elevation. And you can do all of this stuff within a few hours and a couple 100 miles. You can get every climate. It gets too hot in the desert, head up north, vice versa in the winter. Oh, I see the cliff faces in the distance. Oh!
Coming up here, Mike? Or you...
He said, hell no.
You like hiking more?
Yeah.
All right, Mike, come on up here.
We hiking?
All right, we got Tanner and Damien. Somehow Tanner made it through this on his bike.
Some of it. It gets worse and worse. Hopefully the view's worth it. It's on Damien.
I hope it is.
There's got to be a cheeseburger up there.
This is a rare sight here. Light.
Goodbye. I'll leave you alone. All right, this is gonna be a workout. Oh. Made it. Well, that was definitely worth the effort. Got to see a cool view. 500 flame out probs. Now, while the ride with Sailboater Mike and Damien was a lot of fun and we got to see some amazing views, I was itching to do some more technical riding. So we took the 250F onto a gnarlier section of single track and really got to test out its capabilities. As with everything, the camera just does not do it justice, but with this kind of bike, this terrain was challenging. We're about halfway through this section, then it cuts out at a road, and I think I'm gonna dip out and go get some dinner. Somebody was having fun. I'm not gonna do that unless it's on film. That was on film. Damn it. This bike's feeling extra heavy today. Woo. That was a workout. Oh, pretty technical trail. You just gotta keep that constant momentum, pick the best line you can, and hope for the best. It's late in the day. I don't want to get stuck out here in the dark because we do not have a headlight. Water was getting into this housing and it actually shorted out and burnt up this little rocker switch. I did tie my hot wire into this switch, so that might not have happened if I had the separate switch, but I didn't want 13 different buttons on my handlebar setup, so got a replacement. Thank you, Travis. This time I'm going to silicone the hell out of it, dielectric grease everything, and should be good. Just sat on this log for about an hour, contemplating life, enjoying the scenery. Getting a little bit chilly now, so I think it's time to hop back on the bike and abuse myself some more. It's always a challenge after taking a break to get back in the rhythm. Oh, that was fun. All right, we out. That was a fun little section. I think it's time to start a fire and have some dinner. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good ride, testing out the multiple capabilities of the 250F. A little bit of street, a lot of trail, and some decent single track. I know it really doesn't pick up on camera, but that stuff was pretty rocky, and I would still say the weak point, even after the upgrades, is the suspension. It is just not built to do this kind of riding. I think my fork springs are a little bit too heavy, so I need to get that sorted out if I'm gonna continue to do this kind of riding, because I'm getting thrown all over the place. It's not a deal breaker by any means. It's still much better than stock, but the KTM is still far superior, and you'd expect that for the extra money. At the end of the day, you can only do so much to one of these. It's an entry-level trail bike. It will always be an entry-level trail bike, but overall I am really impressed. So the next video that you'll see about the 250F will be when I get a chance to ride the KTM 500. We switch back and forth, Todd and I, and although it's not the best comparison, I mean, we're talking about a $12,000 top-of-the-line enduro bike versus a kid's bike. I was actually pleasantly surprised on how well this did in comparison. It is just such an easy bike to ride, and it enjoys being ridden slow, and that's something that the 500 struggles with. But overall, thank you to Damien and Sailboater Mike for showing me around. If I'm ever in your area, feel free to hit me up and we can go riding. But that's gonna wrap this one up. Let me know if you enjoyed this trail ride. Let me know if you enjoyed the captions, or should I get rid of those? 'Cause it takes me a while to do. I feel like it just adds more visuals to the video because the GoPro footage can get kind of boring. But other than that, we've got some new bikes. We've got a bunch of new content. I actually just got back from California. If you saw on my Instagram, I got a really cool opportunity to work with Honda. So we've got a lot of great things coming. If you're new, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until the next video, always remember to live free and adventure daily.